Hello and welcome to Big Dash Knows. Big Dash knows what? New York Giants football. Let's go. You see the thumbnail. We are moving on to Denver. We are moving on to the Mile High. But before we do that, let's just take a quick moment to relax in the knowledge of knowing that the New York Giants were the only team in the NFC East to win a game in Week 6. Feels good. Absolutely feels good. Now, moving on to the Denver Broncos. First thing I thought about when I think about this team, the Denver Broncos, coach well. You got Sean Payton. Efficient offense with Bo Nix. Good defense, very good defense. Got some playmakers all over the field there. Good defensive front. One of the best cornerbacks, if not the best cornerback in the league, and solid linebackers. So this is a good test for the New York Giants. And the funny thing is, I say this is a good test like, we're the ones that are the favorites or something like that. No, this is a 2-4 New York Giants versus the 4-2 Denver Broncos. But I must admit that I don't know if I ever felt this good about a 2-4 Giants team. Yes, we're pointing in the right direction. Yes, Jackson Dart seems to be that superstar next franchise quarterback for the New York Giants. It feels really good. But we still got a ways to go, and hopefully the fan base understands that. And even though we're having some success with Jackson Dart running this offense and the defense look like it's coming along, there's still some places where the New York Giants can be greedy. There's somewhere where the fan base can feel greedy, and a point where we know what we thought this defense was going to be on paper. Aspirations of a top 10 defense, even a top 5 defense with the names that were on the paper. We're not quite there yet. But there's some certain things that we can do, as I'm talking about the defense when I say we, that we can do to make this defense even better than what it is right now. And again, I don't feel like we're far off. I just think there's little tweaks. But let's keep the focus on the Denver Broncos for right now. I'll get into the defense and what I think should happen after that. This is a good matchup for the New York Giants. You beat the Philadelphia Eagles after the Denver Broncos beat the Philadelphia Eagles. So they gave them the 1-2 punch, and we knocked them out for the most part. And then we got to turn around and play the Eagles right after this again. The Broncos are a true test again because they have a solid defense and efficient offense, and they're coached very well. Also, this is I believe they're back home finally. They just were in London versus the Jets. Low scoring game. And me watching that game, I'm looking like if the Jets make the Broncos look like this, what can the Giants do with that type of pressure on Bo Nix? And it's funny because I did, watch a couple different Denver Broncos content creators just to see what the temperature in the room was with them about their team. And I saw some people saying that, Sean Payton should give up the play calling. Give it up to the OC is what they said. And I'm sitting here like, oh, you know what? Let me watch these games again and watch them a little bit more closely. One thing about Bo Nix is timing, the quick game. When you start getting into those long developing plays, that's when you get into a little bit of trouble when it comes to Bo Nix. Now, he's also athletic. He can make plays with his legs. He can extend plays with his legs. He's a lot more athletic than a lot of people give him credit for. So I think the New York Giants have to be conscious of that. Now, talking about this defense, I'm loving what I'm seeing from the defensive front. The linebacker at the second level have gotten better. The issues that we're still having is in the back half with the secondary. There still seems to be some communication, some breakdowns. We saw it against the Philadelphia Eagles where you got guys running around wide open. And I'm thankful for Jalen Hurts for missing Devontae Smith on that one play, because that most likely would have been a touchdown where Cordell Flott thought he had over-the-top help, and it was a miscommunication between him and Javon Holland. Those things can't happen. Those are the things that you need to clean up. If you want to make your defense or take your defense to the next level, you have to get rid of things like that. But again, even with Cordell Flott with the interception, because and when you dissect that play down, great play by Cordell Flott. Great recommendation by Marquand Manuel. If you saw the sight and sounds of the game, you saw Marquand Manuel tell the whole secondary, watch for the back shoulder throw. and it happened. Cordell Flott paid attention, and it paid dividends with almost a pick six, right? But on that same play, you had one-on-one coverage with A.J. Brown, and it looks like it's an easy touchdown if Jalen Hurts makes the right read. But again, that's what defensive pressure will do to quarterbacks. It makes them make bad decisions. And that's what I think the New York Giants have to do against Bo Nix. You have to make him make bad decisions by getting constant pressure. Now, how do we get this constant pressure? Shout out to Brian Burns for being fantastic right now. Shout out to Kayvon Thibodeau for being fantastic right now in regards to the run defense and also, of course, the pass rush. Shout out to Dexter Lawrence. And the funny thing about Dexter Lawrence, we still have not seen Dexter Lawrence be completely Dexter Lawrence yet. As Giants fans, that's concerning, but also exciting because we know once Dexter Lawrence hits that I'm Dexter Lawrence type of, part of his game for the 2025 season, then this defense could probably, or I should say this defense can really start to take off. And again, when you speed everything up in the front, that speeds up everything in the back and makes it easier for your cornerbacks, makes it easier for your secondary. Now, the quick game for the Denver Broncos is probably where it's going to be. Bo Nix is efficient with the quick game. New York Giants got to make sure that not only are they rushing the passer, but they also need to get their hands up to try to bat down some balls, because I notice whenever we don't get pressure or we get pressure that doesn't work, like say the Saints game where what's his name, when Spencer Rattler is back there with time early on in the Eagles game, Jalen Hurts had a lot of time. So we got to make sure that we're getting pressure, but also getting our hands up to try to bat down some balls, because those are plays that need to be made as well. But I want to talk about the fan base just for a little bit. And speaking of fan base, if you are not subscribed to this channel and you are a New York Giants fan, shame on you. Shame on you, but you can fix that by hitting that subscribe button right now. And while you're at it, please hit that like button as well. It does more than you can even, know. But I'm sitting here, I'm like, as a fan, I'm like, yeah, it's time for us to get a little bit greedy. Because, yes, it feels good. The wins feel good. Jackson Dart bringing the juice. Cam Scatterboo running people over. All that stuff feels good. And the team looks like they're having fun again. And the team is playing hard for each other right now. So I'm just sitting back like, yeah, this is one of those moments where do you fall into the complacency as a fan? Because I know the team wants more. You got the defense having, team-led meetings and stuff with the coordinator, voicing their opinions on what they want to happen or see more on the defense. That's fantastic. That's what you call leadership. And hopefully, Shane Bowen really pays attention to that and really makes some adjustments, because if the team is telling you that they want to be more aggressive, then, hey, how about you be more aggressive? You got superstars on this defense. How about we go ahead and be more aggressive because the team wants that? And guess what? If we fail doing it, so what? We go back to what you want to do, Shane Bowen. But right now, I'm riding with this defense. If they're saying that they want to be more aggressive, you got to be more aggressive. You got to be more aggressive. And as Giants fans, you can say, Dad, why are you complaining? We just beat the Eagles. They only scored 17 points, because I'm thinking beyond the box score. I'm watching these games closely. I'm seeing the plays that are left on the field, and there were a lot left on the field by the Philadelphia Eagles due to miscommunications on defense, especially in the secondary. And that's something that needs to be fixed. Don't be satisfied, Giants fans, with what you're seeing right now, because this defense, I should say, can be a lot better. Like, it's not bad to want more from a defense, especially when you know they got it in them. Pause. Now, let's talk about this offense. Let's talk about Jackson Dart and what kind of help we can get Jackson Dart. Now, after this past win against the Eagles, all of a sudden you're hearing these trade rumors. You're hearing these trade rumors, and the New York Giants are interested in this wide receiver, are interested in that wide receiver. Are the New York Giants interested in Chris Olave? Well, the Saints most likely are not giving up Chris Olave. Unless you're going to blow their socks off with a fantastic deal, you're probably not going to get Chris Olave. When you look at the New York Giants draft in 2026, we don't have a third-round pick, and that first and second-round pick most likely going towards offensive weapons. So are you really trying to give up your second-rounder for Chris Olave, or, which we were talking in the Spaces, shout out to the guys in the Spaces, they know who they are. We were talking about another fit being A.D. Mitchell for the Colts. Now, A.D. Mitchell is in the doghouse right now with the Indianapolis Colts. He's a guy that had some mishaps, had cost the Colts some games, dropping the ball before he crosses into the end zone and stuff like that. And he's made his way into the doghouse, but he is very, very talented. And when you look at that wide receiver room, he would be a perfect match to what we have in this room right now. And also even better when we get Malik Neighbors back next week. But never mind all that. Let's talk about this game. Offensively, we did go ahead and sign Juice Wells to the practice squad. I know that's not the move or the sexy move I should say that everybody wanted, but that's somebody that Jackson Dart is familiar with. We signed him to the practice squad, brought him back to the practice squad because he was here with us the whole summer. Made some plays too in preseason too when he had his opportunities. But the main point is this: you're bringing in guys that Jackson Dart is comfortable with. Now, you did it one time already with little Jordan Humphries, and you see that it paid some dividends. You had the big play that kept the drive going on the first drive of the game. That was a big catch by little Jordan Humphries. Now, I'm a big supporter of Thomas Fidone. He's finally getting jerseys now. He's not a healthy scratch, but we've also got to get him involved. I think him playing the big slot and definitely in the red zone would help us with our red zone efficiency. But we'll see what happens with that because we have not seen him actually play yet. But I think what we're doing right now with Jackson Dart, the quick game, getting the tight ends involved, 12 personnel, 13 personnel, that's the way to go because you don't really have those weapons on the outside. Yes, Wan'Dale Robinson has stepped up. Fantastic. Yes, little Jordan Humphrey made some plays. Even Jalen Hyatt made some plays. I don't know if Darius Slayton's going to be healthy enough for this game, but he got to step up as well. So this is not a knock on the wide receiver room outside of everybody knows the Giants need more talent in the wide receiver room, but the guys are stepping up. That's what we're seeing so far. Guys stepping up. It's still about the 12 personnel, 13 personnel, getting your tight ends involved to move the sticks down the field to get your quarterback comfortable. And then a heavy, heavy dose of the run game. Now, Tyrone Tracy should be even healthier than he was last week, so we should see more of an impact with him going on to this week. Cam Scatterboo is Cam Scatterboo. It looks like it doesn't matter who we're playing, he's gonna get off. Pause. And then also Devin Singletary is actually feeding off of the energy that Cam Scatterboo is bringing, and you're seeing him running even harder than we've seen him run since we got him. So that's what I talk about with this energy thing. And yes, the Giants are moving in the right direction, but you can get even more out of these guys. And with Jackson Dart playing the way that he's playing right now, he's not rattled. He's very, very comfortable. He's super competitive. He's not backing down from anybody. This is a good test for the New York Giants versus the Denver Broncos. And I'm sitting here like, man, I can't wait for this game. And it's not like I can't wait for this game because I know we're going to smash the Denver Broncos. No, I can't wait because right now what New York Giants fans need to appreciate is you're seeing a young quarterback who you believe is going to be the franchise quarterback, playing like a franchise quarterback right now, also leading as possibly the offensive rookie of the year. Shout out to Jackson Dart for all that. But you're seeing the guy develop. So no matter what happens this season, that's my main focus. Yes, you want to go to the playoffs. Yes, you want to win a playoff game and ultimately win a Super Bowl. Yes, that's what you want as a fan. But I'm saying as a Giants fan, being realistic, what I'm focused on right now is how can we make this quarterback better? How can we continue to develop this quarterback? How can we continue to help him ascend to being that franchise quarterback that a lot of people right now just believe he's going to be, me included? That's my main deal. So when people say you need to add more weapons, that it's not just about this season. It's about the development of Jackson Dart. Now, when Malik Neighbors went down, everybody, was sad about it. I was sad about it. It's Malik, but then you also see him talking about Jackson Dart play and not miss a beat, not skip a beat, anything, and you're still winning games without somebody as talented as Malik Neighbors, who was on his way to being a top 5 wide receiver in the league if he wasn't already. But blessings in disguise, not having the crutch of Malik Neighbors means you have to spread the ball around even more, and you're seeing that with Jackson Dart now, and it's just adding to his development. So once you add another element, which is Malik Neighbors, to the season or to the team next year, it should be an even better experience. But that's going to be my, I can't say not so quick breakdown. Moving on to the Denver Broncos. Let me know what you guys think. Am I being too greedy for asking for more from the defense. Am I really? I don't think I am, but I would love to see what you guys say in the comment section down below. But with that being said, I want to thank everybody for vibing with me. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And from one Giants fan to another, this is Big Dash Knows, Big Blue Nation. Let's go.
Yeah.